Hey, what's up? It's me, LA. LA pronounced like ELAY. Wait. Hey, what's up? It's me, LA. LA pronounced LA like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Wow, that's what I love with live takes. You have to show your do-overs in front of everybody. Colorism, video 3. Seeing myself through the eyes of my father. I'm so thankful I have these notes, y'all, cause where my hair be at though? Colorism, video 3. Vision 3. Well, we're gonna start off with the definition and welcome back. I can't edit this, y'all. A colorism definition: prejudice or discrimination against individuals with a dark skin tone, typically among people of the same ethnic or racial group. Prejudice or discriminating against individuals with a dark skin tone, typically among people of the same ethnic or racial group. Colorism within the Black community has been a serious emotional and psychological battle. Colorism within the Black community has been a serious and emotional and psychological battle. Psychological battle. Psychological battle. Battle. Psychological battle. Battlefield of the mind. Ugh. It's all the preachers ever talked about when I was growing up. Battlefield of the mind. Battlefield of the mind. Ugh. Battlefield of the mind. I'm like, why are you breathing like that? You scaring me. Then you playing that organ music. Like, I thought you was here to save people. You scaring me with that. A battlefield of the mind. Colorism within the Black community has been a serious emotional and psychological battle. Psychological battle. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't effing so. I know what battlefield of the mind means now. I was even able to grasp that concept at an early age when I went to church like that. Meaning, when my parents took me. Meaning, when my voice didn't matter, I went to church. Um, I can say I was 6. That's when I really remember being in church. And hearing that particular sermon, Battlefield of the Mind, I get it. But I wish it was more in depth than how it was presented at the time. But apparently at the time that was real deep then. So it left us who questioned the actual message being taught in the spectrum of wonderment and not awe because the sermon was deep, but exactly what does this battlefield of the mind entail? What should I do to prepare my mind? Outside of the fact that the devil is real and he gonna go after your mind and after the minds of the young children. Okay, and the sky is blue and the grass is green. And if I roll over and lay in the grass, I'm gonna break out in hives. You're only scratching the surface to basic things we know. But could you have dived deeper into that opposed to holding on to the deepness of the topic and perhaps getting high off that alone? Battlefield of the mind. Colorism within the Black community has been a serious emotional and psychological battle. Today's topic for colorism video, or should I say vidya, part 3, is seeing myself through the eyes of my father. Colorism video 3, seeing myself through the eyes of my father. And for some reason, I can feel people already holding their breath. Hold it. Hold it until you turn blue. Hold it until you keel over. But I didn't say die. Just hold your breath, turn blue, and fall over. Maybe then when you hit your head, you'll wake up. I don't want anybody to die. I just want people to be aware. The purpose of these videos are not to slander people. The purpose of these videos are not to expose people and drag them through the mud. That's not my forte. So go on and breathe out. This is LA who's presenting these videos on the platform to the best of my ability with not trying to make people look bad. Okay? So just go on, breathe, and just focus on me and what I'm saying, because I'm not here to drag anybody through the mud. But I am trying to get my point across. Seeing myself through the eyes of my father when it comes to the topic alone of colorism, I really had to pause because I really don't have much to say in regards to that. My dad is like a caramel color, but darker. It's weird because sometimes to me it seems like his skin color changes, just like mine's. Like when the summertime come, of course I get a tan. But for some reason it don't seem like I tan. I tan weird now. And I think that's weird too. My mom is a weird brown, but you can best believe you know she's brown. She's black, as well as my father. I am black. I'm African American too. But the only thing I can say in regards to video 3, seeing my father, is that I couldn't see myself in him via color because my mother or my father are not my color at all. So I couldn't see myself in my dad because I couldn't even get past the fact that our colors don't even match. Not even when I turned his hand over. His hand was brown. I'm like, isn't the inside of your hand and your feet supposed to be lighter? You see my skin, and then I turn my hand over. It's this color, like a peachy color or something. Well, I turned his hand over and it was still dark. So I'm like, well, god dang. So I really didn't feel a part of the family because I really was trying to find a way to identify by being in a family where I was the middle child of 2 other girls in that house because I have stepsisters too. And I don't like to say sisters, but I'm saying half sisters so you can identify where I'm coming from. In the immediate circle of that family in which I grew up with 24/7, I am the middle child of 2 more sisters. My oldest sister, she's is dark, but she's pretty. And I'm not saying dark, but she pretty because she's, for a black girl, comma, you're unbelievably beautiful, like Brandy. No, I don't mean it in that way. She's pretty. Bingo, okay? And that's point blank. And my other sister, she is about the color of my mom. So I really stand out like a sore thumb because everybody is like brown. You can see that they're black outside of the features. Thank God for facial features because I do look black through the skin. My facial features look black. Okay, people, you following me? So I was searching for identity amongst my immediate family that I saw on a day to day, and I never found peace with it. And to this day, I am 34 years old. I still don't have any peace. I still don't feel like I fit in, even though I been around them forever. I still feel this. That's just how it is. I don't feel like I belong there, even though they treat me like family because I am family. You know what I'm saying? When we took family pictures, I stuck out like a sore thumb, and I wish I blended in as one instead of always being the focal point. Even though I didn't want to be the focal point, being that I was like super light compared to all of them, I did stand out. That's just like having an Oreo cookie and you see the white in the middle. You can't see it. There's no way around it. Elephant in the room. And I never liked that. I wish I was invisible. I wish I was dark. You know what I'm saying? So I could really identify and feel more bonded with my family instead of feeling like I'm adopted, though I'm not, according to my birth certificate, because I checked. I'm not adopted, but I feel like I am because I stick out so much. So I don't see myself as my dad. I have to look beyond that and stare at facial features, like structure outside of color. I see it once in a while, especially when I used to dress up as this character as Uncle Freddy, of course. But that was creepy. But I didn't like it. Period. Point blank. I've been with them. They say I'm family, but I don't feel like it, which probably explains a lot of the distance I have, and I can't change. I can change how I feel. You know what I mean? I don't. Oh, I hate them. They're stupid. Or go around saying, yeah, I'm adopted, just to make myself feel better. You know what I mean? But in here, it's kind of empty because my colors don't match any of theirs, and I stick out like a sore thumb. So I felt if I took on one of their complexions, I would have been closer to my family, my sisters especially. I believe we were close when we were younger, but as we got older, the outside looking in magnified on us, asking those questions. That's your sister? Like, you don't look like her. Or basically, that's your sister in the undertone, like, why the F is she so light? What happened to you? And that will make me feel bad for my sisters, and not only that, but for myself. So, video 3 in this colorism is seeing myself through the eyes of my father. I did not, and I still don't in my heart, even though we, grew up together and all this XYZ and stuff, and family is family, and how families live together, Christmas and birthdays, and going to children's events, and my name and stuff is on the birth certificate and XYZ. All the proof is there. All the tangible proof is there. The physical proof is there. But inside my head, right here, I can't see it. So having that feeling from a very early age, there unfortunately it built a disconnect between my family. And I really feel and believe that's what it is. Even though I love them and get along with them, it's just as an adult, I have looked past it and embraced it. and I'm not faking it, but I don't feel like I fit in. So for that notion, I wish I would have been the color shade darker, darker, just so I wouldn't feel like I stuck out all the time. I really believe that as my sisters and I got older, we probably would have gotten more closer instead of a little more distant. But we love each other nonetheless. But how each person handles things, me talking to me, growing up in life and the feeling of not really feeling a part of the family, we handle it differently. And I just chose to just separate myself. So it's like I drift in and out of their life. But I do love them. But in order for me to stay true to myself, I just feel like this with the family. Touch and go. There's 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 no connection like that. And it hasn't changed, but I don't hate them or anything crazy like that. It's just how I feel. So I don't see me when I look at my mom and dad. I don't see where I fit in. If I went to court and took tangible evidence, like I said, birth certificates, family photos, and all that stuff, it will prove that yes, I am a part of this family. But if there was a court where I had to take my heart to it, the judge will say no. So I made my peace in my head to pretend that I was adopted to make me feel, stop wondering that, because it is what it is. So I just tell myself I'm adopted just to hamper down all that ball of confusion on why this, why that. And it made me feel better, you know? Oh, she lied to herself. She lied to herself. Mm, I don't know how to phrase that. I'm just telling you how it is. Because in public, I always say these are my parents because they are. They are. I don't renounce my I don't renounce my parents or anything like that. For me to cope with these feelings and to move on until I find a better way to deal with it, I just tell myself secretly, yeah, I'm adopted. Thank you guys for adopting me. Thank you guys for loving me. You did the best you could. And that's that. And it brings healing to me thinking that way. So, be it as it may, this is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy, giving you my perspective on seeing colorism through the eyes of my father, or what is it? Seeing myself, yeah, colorism, seeing myself through the eyes of my father, or you know what I mean. How I felt my dad saw me, or XYZ. Like, comment, and subscribe. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. I'm 80s, I'm 80s, I'm 80s, baby. I'm 80s, I'm 80s, I'm 80s, baby. Dance with me. Put your coffee down. Dance with me. Hi. Look at my arms. Goodbye.